So first in the components folder, I'm going to create a new folder here, post. And inside here, we're going to create some files. The first one is going to be create post.js. And I'm just going to use the snippets here. And let's return from here create post. And the second one is going to be card post.js. Again, just a React component. And the next one is going to be post comments.js. And after this, we are going to have another file, comment input field.js. And again, just the React component. In our homepage on index.js, we are going to import this create post and the card post component. So import create post from components/post and create post. And also we're going to import the card post from components/post and card post. And we are going to need our segment from semantic UI React. And also we are going to need parse cookies from Nookies package. And also we are going to import a component from components/layout and no data. So inside here, there is a component no posts. So now we are going to make a GET request to the backend with the get initial props. And if you do not know how it works, I have included a video in this course. Make sure to check it out if you do not understand how get initial props works. So I've already have Axios and base URL imported here. And I'm going to make my GET request. So index.get initial props. It is going to be an async and we are going to receive the context. And inside try catch, if there is any error, I'm just going to return the error loading to true. So this is going to be Boolean. And here we are going to make a request to the backend. So it is a protected route on the backend to get all the posts. So first of all, we are going to need a token. So const, and it is going to need the context. And it will give us our token. And here we are going to make the request. So const res wait axios.get inside template strings base URL /API/posts. And inside the second argument, we are going to pass in our headers. So authorization and token. And after this request is made, we are going to return an object from here. It is going to have posts data. It is going to be res.data. So we are going to receive the posts data. And also we are going to receive the error loading if it is there. So here we are going to first of all make some states. It is going to be posts and set posts. Use state is, and make sure use state is imported. So use state by default, it is going to be post data. And here we are going to have a state show toaster and set show toaster. Use state is going to be false. So this state is going to be for the React Toastify package. We are going to work on it after we have rendered out all the posts. So before this return, I'm going to make a check if posts.length is equals to 0 or error loading. So if any of the two conditions is true, we are going to return from this function and we are going to display the component no posts. So again, no posts is just a message which will tell the user that no posts are there. Make sure you have followed someone. And let's add some fragments here. So here our first component is going to be create post, and we are going to pass in the user here. And also we are going to pass in the set posts function. So set posts. So basically this create post function is this till this line right here. This is a form which we are going to create for creating a new post. And after this create post component, we are going to map over the posts. So posts.map, and we are going to receive the post. and we are going to return the card post component here, and we are going to give it a key of post dot underscore id. And again, the posts which we are going to receive are basically right here. This is one post right here, and I recommend you take a screenshot, or if you are following along inside the postman, it will be easy for you. And we are going to pass in the post here. So the post which we are receiving inside the map, and also we are going to pass in the user and set posts. And after this set posts, we are also going to pass in our set show toaster, and make sure to wrap it inside the segment which we imported from our semantic UI React. I forgot about that. So now let's start working on this card post component. We will work on create post after we have rendered out the posts. So inside this card post, first of all, I'm also going to import use state and use effect. And also we are going to need some components from semantic UI React. We are going to need card, icon, image, divider, segment, button, pop-up, header, model. And also we're going to import our post comments and the comment input field inside this file right here. So import post comments from post comments, and also we're going to need our comment input field from comment input field, and we are going to import link from next/link. So inside this component, we are going to receive some props. First of all, we are going to receive the actual post. We are going to receive the user set posts function, and also we're going to receive the set show toaster. And inside here, we're going to create some states. So const likes and set likes. Use state is going to be post dot likes. And also we're going to create a state for the comments. So const comments and set comments. Use state is going to be post dot comments. And also in the deployed version, you can see if I like a post, this filled icon is shown, and if I unlike the post, this outline icon is shown. So we're going to create a boolean for this. We're going to check if the user who is logged in, if he has liked the post. So const is liked, and we are going to check if likes.length is greater than 0, and then we are going to filter over this likes array. So likes.filter, we are going to receive like and like.user if it's equal to user dot underscore id. So that means the logged in user dot length is greater than 0. So we are checking if likes.length is greater than 0, and then we are filtering over that array, and we are checking if inside the likes array there is a user with this user id who is logged in. And inside here we're going to have an error state. So if there is any error liking or commenting on the post, and set error, use state is going to be null. And inside the return statement, I'm going to remove this div right here, and let's add fragments. So inside the deployed version, you can see right here, if I click on an image, this opens this model right here. And we are going to work on it after we have created a simple layout for the posts. So here it is going to be a segment. It is going to have basic prop. And inside here we're going to have a card. Color is going to be teal. And it is going to have fluid prop. And here we are going to check if post.pick URL. So we have a property pick URL on the post model right here. So we are checking if there is any picture with the post. We are going to render out an image. So and image, its source is going to be post.pick URL. Style is going to be cursor pointer, so that the user know that this image is clickable. And after this, we are going to have a floated prop. It is going to be left, and it is going to have a wrapped prop, and UI is equals to false. And again, you can check out the documentation of semantic UI React for all the props. And that's an all text of post image. and we are going to add an on click on it. It is going to be for the model state to open the model. We are going to work on it when we start working on the models. So after this image, we are going to have a card dot content. Inside here, we're going to have an image. Floated is equals to left. So this image is going to be this profile image right here, the user who has posted this post. And its source is going to be post.user.profilepic URL. And it is going to have an avatar prop and a circular prop. So now we are going to add this delete icon right here. When you click on this, this pop-up is going to appear and this delete button will be shown to delete the post. So we are going to have a condition check here. The user who has made this post should only see the delete button, or the user who is a root user should only see this delete button. So for that, if user.role is equals to root, and let's add it into a parenthesis, or if post.user._id is equals to user._id. So this basically means that the user who has made this post is equals to the user who is logged in, his ID. And let's add a parenthesis. We are going to add some fragments here. So we are going to show a pop-up. It is going to have an on prop. So on click, this basically is an event listener. Position is going to be top right. Trigger. So this is basically when this pop-up will activate. So when you click on this icon right here, this pop-up will activate. So that is what trigger prop will do. Inside this trigger, you can pass a component. So it is going to be an image. The source is going to be inside strings. Delete icon.svg. So as I told you in the introduction to Next.js video, if you have a public folder inside the root, and you can reference the files inside the public folder by simply typing this slash and the file name. And it is going to have a style of cursor pointer. So after this style, we are going to have a size prop on this image mini, and floated is going to be right. So inside this pop-up, we are going to have a header as h4. So this basically means that h4 of the HTML, and the content is going to be are you sure? And after this, we are going to have a paragraph. This action is irreversible. And after this para, we are going to have a button. Color is going to be red. Icon is going to be trash. And content is going to be delete. And we are going to have a on click on this button to delete the post. We will work on it. First, let's create the layout for the post right here. And after this, we're going to have a card.header. Inside here, we're going to use the link, and its href is going to be inside template strings. So this is going to be for our profile page. We are going to link the name to the profile page. So this is going to be this one right here. When you click on this, we are going to redirect the user to that profile page of the user. So it is inside post.user.username. So the user who has made this post, his username. And inside here, we're going to show the name of the user. So post.user.name. And after this, we are going to have a meta tag dot meta. And inside here, we're going to call a function. We are going to create it inside a utils folder. It is going to be calculate time. And inside here, we're going to pass in the date when the post was created. So post dot created at. And let's import this function. We are going to create it afterwards. So import calculate time. It is going to be inside our utils and calculate time. So we are going to use moment to calculate the time here. So after this card.meta, we are going to have a check for the location if there is a location with the post. So post.location and card.meta. Content is going to be post.location. So post.location. And after this location, we are going to have a card.description. Its style is going to be font size of 17 pixels. And we are going to have a letter spacing of 0.1 pixels. And also we are going to have a word spacing of 0.35 pixels. And inside here, we are going to render out the post.text. So after this card.content, we are going to have another card.content, but it is going to have an extra prop. So inside this card.content, we are going to have an icon. Its name is going to be if is liked is equals to true. Is liked is the boolean we have created to check if the user has liked this post or not. So then we are going to show an icon of heart. Otherwise, we are going to show the icon of heart outline. And the color is going to be red. And style again of pointer, so cursor pointer. So after this icon, we are going to show the length of the likes, the number of likes the post has. So we are going to check here if likes dot length is greater than 0. And let's add a parenthesis here. I'm going to add a span here. It is going to have a class of span likes list. And inside this span tag, we are going to have template strings. So let's create a curly brackets first. And inside here, likes dot length. And let's add a space here. And now we are going to check if likes dot length is equals to 1. Then we are going to show the text of like. So 1 like. And let's add a question mark here. Otherwise, we are going to show likes. So if there is more than 1 like, we are going to show the text likes. If there is only 1 like, we are going to show singular like. So now after this likes length, we are going to have an icon for comments. So icon name is going to be comment outline. Style of margin left 7 pixels. The color is going to be blue. So after this icon, we are going to check if comments dot length is greater than 0. So the comments array, the state which we created on the top of the file. So we are going to map over that. So comments dot map comment, and we are going to render out our post comment. And let's give a key of comment dot underscore id, and we are going to pass in the comment here. So comment, and we are going to need the post id, post dot underscore id, user, and our set comments. So we are giving this post comments a key, the comment which we are receiving from this map, and the post id. So the post dot underscore id, the user state, the user who is logged in, and the set comments function here to alter the state. So I want to show you one thing. On the deployed version, you can see there is already 1 comment here. If I make 2 more comments, let's add anything. And if I add 1 more comment, and you can see right here, only 3 comments are shown by default. So when you click on this view more button, all the comments are shown. So I only want to show 3 comments on the home page right here, and more comments will be loaded when the user clicks on this view more button. So for this, we are going to use the index which you receive inside the second parameter inside the map. So here we are going to check if I is less than 3. Only then we are going to render out these post comments. And here we are going to check if comments, let's add some indentation here. So if comments dot length is greater than 3, then we are going to show this button right here to view more. So button content is going to be view more. Color is going to be teal. It is going to have an basic prop, circular, and we are going to add an on click on it when we work on the models. So after this, we are going to have a divider here. It is going to have a hidden prop. And after this divider, we are going to have a comment input field. It is again going to have a user. So user state. And we are going to pass in the post ID. So it is going to be post dot underscore ID. And we are going to pass in the set comments function again. And after this segment right here, the closing tag of the segment, we are again going to have a divider. So to give some space between the one post and the other. So now let's create this calculate time function. Inside the utils, I'm going to create a new file, calculate time.js. So inside this file, we are going to import moment from moment, and we are going to need our moment from React moment. So I'm using the small m for simple moment package and the capital M for React moment. And we are going to export a function from here. So calculate time. We are going to receive the created at. So the post created at. And let's export this function. So we are going to create a today variable inside this calculate time function. It is going to be moment. And we are going to pass in date dot now. And also we are going to create a post date. It is going to be moment and created at. And here we are going to calculate the difference in hours. So difference in hours. It is going to be today dot difference. So the first argument is the date you want to get the difference with. It is going to be post date. And the second argument is the unit you want the difference in. So it is going to be in hours. So inside here, we're going to check if difference in hours is less than 24. That means the post was posted today. We are going to return some JSX. Else if difference in hours is greater than 24 but less than 36. So and difference in hours is less than 36. Then we are going to return some JSX. Else if difference in hours is greater than 36, we are going to return some JSX here. So if difference in hours is less than 24, that means the post was created today. We are going to show today. And moment, our React moment package. So this moment has a format. Inside here, we're going to pass hours, minutes, and AM or PM. And inside here, we're going to pass in the created at. And make sure there are no spaces between the date and the closing tag. So if difference in hours is less than 24, we're going to show hours, minutes, and AM or PM. And we're going to show the today text right here. And I'm going to copy this. And inside this return statement, if difference in hours is greater than 24 and less than 36, we're going to show yesterday. And the format will be the same. And else if difference in hours is greater than 36, we're going to just copy this again. But here on the format, we're also going to add in the date. So date, month, and year. So this will show the date, month, year along with the time. So now let's see if our posts are rendered. We still have to create the post comments, but we have created this card post right here. So the post should be rendered. And you can see right here, we get the time. And you can see right here, we have like this post. So it is being indicated here. So now let's work on the post comments here. And from semantic UI React, we're going to import some components. So we are going to need comment and icon. And also we are going to need our calculate time function, utils and calculate time. So inside this post comments, we are receiving comment, post ID, user, and set comments. So comment, user, set comments, and post ID. And inside here, I'm going to create a state disabled and set disabled. And by default, it is going to be false. So for our UI, I'm going to go to the semantic UI React documentation, and here I'm going to search comment, and you can see the layout is available. So you can click on this try it here and just copy this first comment here. So inside the return, I'm just going to add a parenthesis, and let's add a fragment here and paste it. And I'm going to wrap it inside comment dot group. And now let's change the values from our comment here. So source. So this source is going to be the user profile picture of the user who has made the comment. So comment dot user dot profile pic URL. Again, we are populating the comments.user on the backend. So that's why we're going to need our comment.user.profilepic URL. And after this, on this comment.author here, we are going to have the href on this so that the user can be redirected to the profile page of the user who has made the comment. So inside template strings, our route is going to be slash and the username of the user. So comment.user.username. And inside here, we are going to have the name of the user. So comment.user.name. Inside metadata, we are going to show the time of the comment. So calculate time inside curly brackets. And we are going to pass in the date of the comment. So comment.date. And after this, inside the comment.text, we are just going to have the comment.text. And inside these comment.actions, we have this comment.action right here. I'm going to remove this reply. And inside here, we're going to have an icon for deleting the comment. So again, we are only going to show this icon to the user if he is root or if he has made the comment. So again, inside parentheses, user.role is equals to root or comment.user._id equals to user._id. And only then we are going to show this icon here. Disabled. So disabled is equals to disabled, the state which we have, and color is going to be red, and name of the icon is going to be trash. And we are going to have an on-click listener on this so that when the user clicks on this icon, we are going to delete the comment. So now let's see if it works. And right now we do not have any comment. So from the backend, I'm going to post a comment on this second post right here. So let's copy this ID. Our route is /posts/comment and the post ID. So let's make a post request. And we are sending in the ID back, so that's why we are getting this. So I'm going to refresh here. And now you can see we get this comment right here. So now let's create this input field right here. This is going to be our comment input field. And inside our component comment input field, we are going to need the use state again. So use state. And also we are going to need our form from semantic UI. So inside this comment input field, you can see right here, we are passing in the user, post ID and set comments. So let's destructure it out here. Post ID, user and set comments. And inside here, we're going to have a state for text and set text. By default, it is going to be empty strings. And we are going to have a loading state and set loading. Use state is going to be false. And inside the return statement, we are going to have a form. It is going to have a reply prop. And inside this form, we are going to have a form.input. Its value is going to be this text right here. On change, we are going to receive the event. So we are going to set the text to e.target.value. Its placeholder is going to be add comment. And we are going to add an action on it. So we are going to pass in an object inside here. Color is going to be blue. Icon is going to be edit. loading is going to be this right here, loading. So you can also use ES6 syntax here if you want, but I'm just going to keep it as this way so that you can read it better. And disabled, it is going to be if text is equals to empty strings or if it is loading. So this action right here, action object, will basically act as this button right here. And now you can see we get this comment input field. So this was all for this video, rendering out the posts. And in the next video, we are going to create our create post component. This is going to be this one right here. So I will see you in the next video.